Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Foodie Mom. I hope all of you are doing good. So friends, in today's video I'm preparing pav bhaji. In this you can increase the nutritious value according to your liking of veggies. I'm putting lots of veggies that I like. So in this recipe I've taken 4 boiled potatoes and I've mashed them coarsely, and about 2 tablespoons of gooseberry, that is amla, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of ginger, both of them grated well, about 2 to 3 very finely chopped green chilies, 2 tablespoons of carrots, half cup of onions, 2 spoon each bell peppers, 2 spoon beans, 2 spoon peas, half cup of tomato puree or 4 tomatoes nicely finely chopped, 3 tablespoons of cabbage or any other veggies as per your liking, 2 to 3 tablespoons of chopped cottage cheese, and I'll be taking 1 teaspoon of turmeric, salt to taste, half teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, 2 tablespoon of pav bhaji masala, and we'll be using 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of jeera powder, and also one will be using star anise. Since there are so many ingredients, I must have missed on some. So keep watching the video till the end so that you know that what all I am adding. So now let's start with the recipe. So in 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, I am putting in 1 service spoon of butter and will let them heat. Once the butter is melted well, I am putting in a pinch of asafoetida, that is hing. It gives a very nice flavor. Now adding in onions, will just roast them till they turn translucent pink in color on medium to high flame. So once onions have turned pink, I have added ginger garlic paste to it, and now I am adding star anise and will roast it for a minute or so, and then I'll be adding amla, that is gooseberry. Just 2 to 3 tablespoons is enough to give that sour taste, and roast them well on medium to high flame. Now we'll be adding carrots and beans, and you can put green chilies right now with carrots and beans so that they can be fried as well. Now we'll be adding spices. First goes the salt, and then I am adding turmeric. Half teaspoon of turmeric is fine. 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, and we'll saute them all well. This is jeera powder, and now adding in the pav bhaji masala. This gives a very nice flavor. And once everything is sorted well, I'm putting in tomato puree. You can also use chopped tomatoes for it, and we'll mix everything really well, and we'll dry up the masala. We'll bhun it very nicely. You have to actually roast it well. Now adding in the potatoes, and if you want to mash it, you can use a masher, or you can just do it with your hand before adding it to the masala, and we'll stir everything. We'll mix everything really well, because you have to actually roast the potatoes with the butter and all the veggies, mashing it with the masher. I like it to be more smooth. And now roasting, keep mixing. Now adding in the capsicum, because I like that crunchiness, and I always add capsicum at the last, otherwise they make the dish very gassy. Now adding in the boiled peas. 2 tablespoons is enough for these veggies. These are 2 tablespoons of bell peppers, yellow and red. Now adding in the cottage cheese, that is paneer. As you can see, it is so colorful, so nutritious. Now adding in 2 tablespoons of cabbage to make it more crunchy. Now you just have to mix everything very nicely. If you feel it is too dry, you can add little bit of more butter, and also side by side start to boil 1 cup to 1.5 cup of water, which we'll be adding to just make it bit smooth in consistency. Add water as per your liking. I like pav bhaji to be bit on the drier side, but I have seen people who eat in a bit of a eat thin consistency. This is all upon your liking, how you like it. Now mix everything really well and let it boil on a medium to low flame, so that all the veggies can actually leave their essence and flavor. Now putting in crushed black pepper. Now I am preparing the pavs. I am cutting them into halves and putting butter, a good amount of butter on each side, and will roast it on a non-stick tawa or pan. And side by side our bhaji is getting ready. It's simmering on the wok, and we'll keep mixing it well till we find the right amount of consistency that we want. Garnish it with good amount of coriander leaves, and again mix it And now we are ready to serve it. And garnish it with good amount of butter. It will give a very nice flavor to your dish. And serve it with nice crispy buns. And here you go, light goldenish buns are here, and eat them immediately. I'm right now drooling because it has turned out to be really yummy. So I really hope that you will like my recipe, and if you do not forget to subscribe my channel, leave a comment and hit like. I'll see you next time with another video of mine. Till then, take care. Bye bye.